Hey folks, Craig Danger, vinyl record player, Vinyl Finds number 25. I've done a quarter century worth of vinyl finds since this channel begun basically just under a year ago. So this one, of course, practically like ordering from Discogs. I don't know what, I've had a run. I'm hot, I'm on fire. Picks are on fire. They're making me robotic, let's be real. Let's go ahead and talk about some of these dogs, shall we? Like, how about 1972's War Live? Now, I don't know how much you can see. This is on United Artists, but there is a lot of photographs of people appearing to have a funky, good / I'm jamming out kind of time. This is, of course, a gatefold with even more pictures. A double live album, of course. It's just great. It's very, very 1972. And you know what also is very 1972? How about that? How about $3? $3 I picked up this big dog. What are you going to expect from a double live War LP? Well, a lot of funky. Not short songs. So if you're like, I like my songs under 3 minutes. This album, run. You better run. Because these guys like to jam out. And they like to jam out with some serious time taken. They're taking their time, people. Taking their time. No two-pump chumps, these fellas. They like to funk it up. So anyway, this is actually, I've only really kind of started listening to this record, but to get this for $3, and this is the condition on this thing is just really nice. I feel like people don't love live albums, and I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe in the comments, let me know what you think about live albums. This is something that's very curious to me. But I just don't know if people are really into live albums. I personally think live albums are fantastic. I mean, how are you going to see War in 1972 or hear War in 1972 if you don't have this, right? I don't know how you do that, but it seems like a lot of people maybe don't like live records, not just War, but kind of anyone. And I'm just kind of curious as to people's feelings on it because I love live records. I think they're fantastic. This one is a nice addition, and again, $3. What the? Oh, I've been looking around for this one. This was the one that I've been looking for. Woo! The Undisputed Truth from '71, produced by Norman Whitfield. It says it right there, of course, on the Gordy label. What to say about this except smiling faces sometimes. Great stuff, but also they do a mean 10+ minute cover of Papa Was a Rolling Stone. California Soul, of course. I think Marlena Shaw. Woo! That's the hot version. California Soul, Marlena Shaw. Feel free to look it up. It'll rock you. This is an okay version, and I mean, there's a lot of covers on this because it is kind of a manufactured group in that, they're basically two ladies, one dude. The dude on this, does he ever sound a lot like Jerry Butler? So even when the Iceman doesn't make an appearance, his doppelganger voiced twin does. But whatever the case, the Undisputed Truth, this was kind of like, I think I've maybe got 1 or 2 Undisputed Truth albums to go, and then I will have captured their entire collection. Maybe I do a ranking video. Maybe I do. Who knows? We'll see. But anyway, this record's fun. If you see this record, I got this for about $12. Pretty good condition. The cover itself is looks really good. I mean, look at that. Oh yeah. Oh, the smell of '71. Anyway, very, very solid record to be enjoyed, and wow, really pleased with that one. This one's just a whim, but look at this cover, bro. Oh, Solomon Burke. He's got clouds. I guess he's almost godlike here, because if those are the clouds, his head is giant. That is a giant head on this gentleman. But whatever the case, I Have a Dream. You know what? I've always been meaning to get into Solomon Burke, particularly his 70s work. This album is really good. Side A is a lot of sort of ballads, and obviously the title track is very good. But side two is kind of where it really kind of funks up and picks up. Yeah, I would recommend this. It's on the ABC Dunhill label. Yeah, fun record. Like I say, it wasn't too much money. Cover's awesome. Anything interesting? We got the man himself on the back. He's got that excellent hat happening. But yeah, this one, same day that I found the Undisputed Truth. And this thing is in shrink, which is kind of epic, actually. I'm actually not going to remove the shrink in this particular case, because that's some old shrink. That's some 50-plus year old shrink. But whatever the case, I have a dream, Solomon Burke. If you see this guy, it's fun. It's a good record. A lot of real gospel-y, sort of churchy vibes, which I'm told is kind of Solomon's whole set. He kind of had a little bit of a preacher element to him. Wow, fantastic record to find in the wild. And I did. Good one. This one, woo, Laura Lee. I can't make it alone. She can't. It's true. I've seen her by herself. It's rough. It's rough. At any rate, this is Laura looking badass on the back too. You know what? This is an excellent record. I'm not shocked because it's Laura Lee. This, of course, is on the Invictus label, meaning you're gonna have a real difficult time finding this song on any of the streaming services or this album. Unfortunately, Invictus, Hot Wax just have never really made a strong deal with the streaming companies, which I don't blame them, because they get paid nothing and the artists get paid less than nothing. But this record, wow, very, very good. We've come too far to walk away. It's got these great backing singers. They're just like, don't walk away. I'm like, I won't. I will not, Laura Lee. But whatever the case, this whole album surprisingly good. This is, of course, on the Invictus label. She was on Hot Wax, but this came out in '74, which is around the time when Hot Wax and Invictus basically started. They were going out of business. This was kind of another situation where their distributor, basically, squeezed them out. And one of the things that, if you know anything about the record business, a lot of the record business and distributors and record plants used to revolve around you had to get a hit, and you had to keep getting hits, because basically there kind of would be a credit sort of scenario, and it would go round and round. Well, as soon as you couldn't, basically then the pressing plants and the distributors would be super slow paying you back. Unless you had a hit, and then they'd pay you back. So you had to kind of keep getting hits. You didn't get a few hits, all of a sudden they're just going to claw back all the money that they owe you, and you got no cash flow. Explosion, your label goes. That's what happened to Holland Dozier Holland and their label. Invictus, this would be the last LP, I think, from Laura Lee, unfortunately. She did some gospel stuff in the 80s, but woo, this album is a cooker. Back to front, man, I can't make it alone. I can't make it without this record now. That's kind of my problem, but I guess it's kind of self-inflicted when you think about it. But anyway, another good one. Ooh, and then this one was in the $5 bin. Are you kidding me? It does have a cutout. It's got a little cutout on top there. But otherwise, this is like a minty record. I'm really astonished at the quality of some of these records, which is good, because I've also been buying some records that look good and then they just skip, and they got that skip that you can't take out, that like it won't recover from, and it just the same for like 3 seconds again. Anyway, you've been there probably. Anyway, Wilson Pickett, the Midnight Mover. This, of course, is probably like 67, maybe 68. So this is around the time when Bobby Womack is kind of like, he's kind of a pariah because he had married Sam Cooke's wife like a couple weeks after he died, and everyone's like, whoa, and then a bunch of guys like beat the crap out of him, and it was like, oh. Anyway, he just starts playing guitar and he's writing songs, and then he starts hanging out with Wilson Pickett. Well, turns out not only are they enthusiastic about music, but they're also enthusiastic about cocaine. So yeah, so what basically happens is these guys are just crazy. Him and Bobby Womack, they're going around, they're high on blow. They're already, Wilson Pickett is kind of known for just this universally volcanic type of temperament. Throw some cocaine on that, you know what I'm saying? And it gets even worse. Basically, this is probably just after the album with the Midnight Hour, wherein he did do a little bit of recording at Stax, but they just were like, no, we don't ever want to see him back. He's not coming back. We will not let that guy in our studio. No Wilson Pickett. And also that Bobby Womack guy with the glasses, him too. Too much cocaine on those guys. Come on. That's basically what happened. But this album is still very early peak period for Wilson Pickett. I mean, you got the title track. You've got It's a Groove. I Found a True Love is a classic. Really, all of this is pretty much a 5-star 60s soul record, which you don't often see. Obviously, the man enjoys purple, and who doesn't enjoy a leather vest? Me, personally. But again, some people can just rock that. The Midnight Mover from 67 or 68 on Atlantic. Really nice record, and to get this for $5, mind blown, friends. Oh, picked this one up the other day. This one was about 10. I often talk about on this channel, of course, my other Shy Lights favorite. In fact, probably still is my favorite. This would be a close second. You Got to Give More Power to the People from 1970. This, I think, is either 69 or 70. Because this one has Oh Girl on it, and I think Oh Girl came first. But, this is another good one. Like You Got to Give More Power to the People, also not streamable for some reason, and it's probably got something to do with the hit. So many people licensed that, blah, blah, blah. But another classic, Got to Give More Power to the People, and Letter to Myself. I think those albums all come in a row. Either way, they're all good. You just can't deny them. They're all excellent albums. This one is the one I think that kind of started the whole thing. It either started the whole thing or it followed up. Actually, you know what? I think this one was released exactly the same year as You Got to Give More Power to the People. So basically what we're talking about is 2 legendary albums, 1 year. 1 year, the Shy Lights. This is a classic right here. Wow, if you see this one live, in the wild, which I did, I thought I was going to have to resort to the old Discogs. Nope, we don't have to do it. Found it live, only 10 bones for this one, featuring Oh Girl. But also, the whole album is good. Any of these early Shy Lights albums, please, if you see them, please pick them up. If only for Craig Danger. I'll be watching. Probably not. And then this is the final one. This one I thought was kind of funny. Jimmy McGriff, Countdown from I know what you're thinking. You look at that shirt, you're thinking, oh, 73, right? No, 83. What I love about that is, and this is also in Shrink, which is kind of wild. I'm a little bit surprised at this, but this is, yeah, you can tell that. Look at that. Oh, that's crispy. I love the Jimmy McGriff. A lot of funky organ grooves. He's all over the Hammond at all times. What I love about this is that this is from 83, but Jimmy's like, yo, my favorite shirt is from 1973. I want to put it on my album cover. What should I do? I think he just goes ahead and does it, I have not listened to this one much yet, but I'm sure that, he's sitting in front of a Hammond, so I don't think he's getting into any of that crazy early 80s electro groove just yet. He is the McGriff. He doesn't change. He doesn't change that much, as we can tell by his shirt from 1973. But anyway, Countdown, 1983, in Shrink for $3. Yeah, another winner. So yeah, that'll be it. That's it for my Number 25, Vinyl Finds. It's a year I've been doing this weird talking about records and having fun and making jokes that sometimes can even be amusing. At any rate, like I say, I am coming up to a year, so I'll probably do something like I'll give away like a gift card or something like that. Because I'm kind of stalled in the old subscriber area. But at any rate, thank you for tuning in. And feel free to leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this. Is a haul. I mean, this is practically a Discogs haul as far as I'm concerned. Great records, all. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to see you on the next one.